I got a 2010 Ford F-150 four-wheel drive. For a while now, I've had this wrench that shows up on the dashboard when I try to shift the four-wheel drive. Still seemed like it would shift. It would just say service four-wheel drive, then it would go into four-wheel drive high, put it in neutral, it would shift to low. But the other day I kind of got stuck. I was trying to pull a big trailer out of a muddy area and I couldn't get it to shift at all. It just said service four-wheel drive and wouldn't do anything. So it kind of gradually got worse. So that made sense. And what it ended up being is this four-wheel drive shift motor. I'll show under there in a minute, but the transfer case has this, instead of a vacuum line actuator, it's an electronic actuator. And so this, when you put it in 4 high, it sends this, there's some actual coils in there, I think, that create a circuit when this spins, so it knows whether to go into high or low. Terrible explanation on that part. Not super important unless you wanted to try to fix one of these. But so basically there's a wiring harness. You do have to remove, there's a synchronizing cable. It's a blue cable or blue wire, and you do have to remove this little red pin lock. And then I just used a little piece of wire, which is actually under there still, to push the blue pin out of this one. And you just got to remember that it's the only row that has no pins in it, and it's that upper right hand one. So it'd be in line, these 3 pins, it'd be the one right above it. So this side has all 4, the 3 in the middle, and then you want to go with the upper right hand pin. That's where that synchronization wire goes. So it's three bolts. They are 10 millimeter. If you don't have one of these Milwaukee wrenches, you need to get one. It's amazing. 3 bolts on the actuator side that are 10 millimeter, and then there's one that mounts it to the transfer case, just this bracket. That's a 10 millimeter as well. Pretty easy install. I actually took my running boards off today, so I had an easier access. Hopefully I didn't change my orientation of the camera, but there are three bolts, 2, 3 on the top. Kind of hard to see through there, you can see it. And then here's that blue wire that goes into the transfer case, and then you have to put it back into this harness, the new harness on the actuator motor. Now the one I took off seemed to have some sealant around it, but from what I understand, this is a totally sealed system. Like when you take this off, you'll see that there's a gasket kind of sealed off system in there. So once this, as long as you got this torqued down decent, nothing's going to get into there. So basically I just pulled the old one off, put the new one on, transfer that one blue cable in there. That's probably the hardest part, is just making sure you take that pin out carefully from the old one, putting it into the new one. They do make a deep pin kit. I didn't have it with me. I have them at my other house right now. So then after I swap that in here, fire this up. I don't have tire pressure sensors in, so I always get the tire pressure message. If I flip that over to 4 high, 4x4 shift in progress. Sorry, that won't focus. Put it in neutral to shift it to low. 4x4 shift, there's 4x4 low. I'm gonna go back to 2 high. All right, we're back in 4x2. So pretty easy fix. I bought it off Amazon. It's a Dorman. I think it was like 130 bucks. But now I can don't know what to do with the box to it. I had oh, it's in the driver's passenger seat here. I got the Dorman part number 600-928 transfer case motor, and like I said, 130 bucks. Good to go.